Mo?
What's going on, Hannah?
How are you getting down?
Oh, I'm just gonna crawl right down that.
Down to there?
Yeah, I'm going right down there.
Okay, let's see it.
Nice and in control. I'm on that front brake a lot, pretty heavy, probably 60-40. I'm listening to my tires to hear when they're starting to skid just a tad, and that's when I know to let up, looking where I want to go. Boom! What's going on, you guys? It's Mo Awesome from Awesome MTV. Obviously, I'm not in Laguna Beach anymore. I mean, I still got my California jersey from Handup, but that's pretty much the only thing Californian about this scene right here. So behind me, we have a pretty big rock slab, and Squamish is known for rock slabs. They have huge ones, humongous ones. I would say this one's not even that bad considered some of the other stuff I've seen out here. Now, before I get into today's trail tip and how to ride rock slabs, I do want to give a huge thank you to my buddies Kevin and Jeff. I've put their Instagram in the description of this video. They're two locals out here who have been kind of teaching me how to ride this type of terrain. It's just so different, and so I've learned so much over the last couple of days. Figured I'd share it with anyone coming out to Squamish, especially if you're from somewhere as dry and as dusty as Laguna Beach. Today we're going to teach you how to get down this rock slab, so let's get after it. You! All right, so the biggest tip I can give you guys, and it was the most helpful for me, is it's actually a little bit more of your front brake than your rear brake out here. So I would say percentage-wise that you're using both. For me personally on these rock slabs, it's about 60-40, sometimes even 70-30. You have so much more control on these rock slabs with your front brake. That's what's really slowing you down. Now, that's something that's a little bit more reverse for me back home. So back home, it's very steep, sandy chutes. So I actually find myself on that rear brake a little bit more than that front brake. That front brake, I'm kind of letting it go so my front tire doesn't skid. Out here, this granite has so much traction that you can really be on that front brake, and that's what's starting to slow you down. Now, with this comes that second tip. So listen to your tires. Which one is starting to skid? If you start to hear that back brake skid, obviously you want to kind of shift your body weight back just a tad to kind of get rid of that skidding, or maybe start to ease off of that brake just a tad as well, and really focusing on the third big tip. And this is the same one. Actually, this one followed me from California, looking where you want to go. It's very important that you're kind of eyeing your line, because out here, these rock slabs are so long, and a lot of times they either have kinks in them, they'll have a corner, they'll have a gnarly drop. Definitely pay attention to what's coming up ahead of time, just because you are going to be committed as you're going down that rock roll. And that's going to bring us to our fourth tip today, and that's going to be you have to commit on these features. Unlike back home, where the trails are super steep at the same time you have bushes on both sides, out here on these rock slabs, you're fully committed as soon as you drop in. So the most helpful tip I can give you guys is if you drop into one of these features, make sure you are committing to it, because if you try to bail out, chances are you're gonna wreck yourself pretty well, because these slabs are somewhat vertical, so you're probably going to roll for a little bit, or you're going to end up putting the bike down. So this is something that I'm going to tell you guys here. I know I'm not wearing them in this video, but I'm actually going to say that I feel like if I was to live here permanently, I would probably buy myself a really good set of knee pads, and that's freaking bizarre for me to say, but I do kind of see the benefit, because if there was a chance that something went wrong on these rock slabs, I feel like knee pads would be amazing for actually skidding down them. But like I said, committing to the feature is freaking crucial out here. These rock slabs have a lot more traction than you think too. You might be looking at them and be like, man, that looks vertical, very steep. But like you guys can tell, I'm freaking crawling down this rock slab. And so definitely trust your front brake. Make sure you're listening to your rear tire too, make sure that thing's not skidding, and really kind of balance your body weight to kind of find that sweet spot. Commit, look where you want to go, and then when you get to the bottom, freaking high five everyone, look back, because the chances are if you look back at a rock roll, you're going to be blown away by how steep it actually is. So that's your trail tip on how to ride these rock slabs in Squamish. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have been enjoying our trip. Thank you guys so much for the support. If these videos aren't enough, like I said, follow us on social media. All the social media stuff's in the description of this video. If you guys want to help support the channel, the link to the merch website is in the description as well, and you can also support us on Patreon if you really wanted to. But at the end of the day, I'm just happy that everyone's out there stoked, riding their bike and getting better too, because there's so many trails out there, so many more tips. Thank you guys so much for the support, and until next time, you guys, ride awesome. Woo!